Was that what Peter Drucker had in mind when he reminded us that the first legitimate purpose of every business is to find and serve a customer? And could he have completed the thought by adding, and the employees needed to meet that purpose? My conclusions. First, that the two major assets of any business are employees and customers, and all other assets are minor in that they fall out from the major. And second, that all businesses should be managed to maximize the dignity of employees and customers. Simple, but many businesses I know appear to be managed to demean employees and customers. Consider, customer service is now often the responsibility of the customer. Customers pump their own gas, wash their own windshields, and check their own oil, mocking the outmoded term service station and replacing it with self-service station. We customers wade through tedious menus on the phone to get to other menus ad nauseum in an irritating effort to solve our own problems or buy a product or make an appointment, and so on. Surprisingly, companies and individuals in service businesses seem to be leading the way in this draconian and demeaning practice. For example, calling my group of 5 doctors drops me into the never-never land of a long menu, wasting my time with irrelevance. My accountant's 2-person business is even worse. The menu rarely relates to my needs, so I am forced to hang on the line to the long-winded end of its harangue when a real person picks up. Why didn't the menu offer the option to go there directly? Or why didn't she pick up first? I know. Follow the money and nuts to the collar. The company from which I bought my computer is legendary for menus designed to be understood only by the techies of the world, a label that will never apply to me or to the millions like me, so we are second-class customers. I could go on, and alas, you no doubt can come up with dozens of examples that irritate more than satisfy. They all make it harder, more infuriating, and more demeaning to do business. Employees of firms, both large and small, that I know gripe constantly about their jobs. My clients are good examples. The most favorable and decidedly backhanded comment I've heard for the past 10 years at least was, "If I must work, this is as good a place as any." Not much dignity or respect in that kind of resignation. My best client complains loudly and frequently that his company is wildly dysfunctional. His word for the mountains of paperwork, almost all of it related to cost, he needs to complete before he has time to think about and do his real job, the one by which his performance is measured. Where's the dignity in that? By the way, he complains loudly that he doesn't have time to think. He's so immersed in paperwork. When he slips into that mode, I ask him, "What else are you being paid to do? Isn't thinking your only job?" He doesn't have time to think of an answer or even to see the irony. His high-tech company with annual sales of almost $2.5 billion adds to the irony with its help desk, an employee-only internal website. Designed to make it easy, that's what the brochure says, to find and understand the inner workings of pension plans, health insurance, and the like. It actually adds to the employee's frustration and anger by confronting them with a long and convoluted menu that prompts most to hang up unfulfilled. Finding a human with helpful information is, in fact, not on the menu. Nobody's behind the desk. At a local department store recently, the sales lady struggled with the cash register and apologized. "We were given new cash registers, but we weren't trained to use them, so I'm sorry for the delay." "Why do you want to apologize for bad management?" I asked. "I can think that, not say it." Ouch. Again. A friend who is a VP for a huge engineering firm lives in a world of management contradictions. On the one hand, his superiors push him to bill more hours to create a larger revenue stream. On the other, these same managers push him to establish and keep long-term relationships with major customers. He is torn between tactical and strategic imperatives and is looking for another job with a company that understands and lives by its mission. I've written many speeches for top managers who recite, explicitly or implicitly, that tired cliché, "Employees or customers are our most important assets." Then, usually a short time later, the anonymous company, never the manager by name, announces it will downsize or right-size or no longer serve a market that doesn't fit with the company's strategy for growth of revenue or profits.